Welcome back, people. Just got another property to do. Someone reached out on Facebook. Actually, they put a call out on Facebook if someone could come around and do their yard. It's a bit overgrown, so I rang them up. I said I'll come around. It's only a couple of streets away, so I came around and had a look. The old mowers packed it, so he either needs to buy another one or keep on getting someone like me in. So I said I'll come around and do it. So follow me around as I'm doing it, and I'll see you at the end. Got a couple of befores. I haven't got the afters yet, but I'll be working on it. Welcome back, people. Just went over to the van, grabbed the combi out, the mower and the blower. I've loaded the combi up with the old both still, and I've got a few attachments that go with it, as in a chainsaw, hedge trimmer, an edger and the whacker. That's enough for me. That's all I need. So I'm starting the job here, and I'm just going to run down the fence line. It's a fairly big fence line, so it's going to take a while. So as I said, this guy reached out on Facebook. He put up a post saying he's looking for someone to do a one-off lawn service. So it was only up for about 40 minutes when I spotted it, and I thought, oh well, I'll give this guy a bit of a tingle. So I rang him up. It just happened he's only 4 streets away from me, back in the old hood. He told me the street, and I said, yeah mate, I know where you are. Just around the corner, just off Alice Avenue. And he goes, yep. I said, so what's the story? He was just telling me that the old lawnmower, it's packed it in. Kaput, not going. I went, oh yeah, no worries. He said he was going to borrow his dad's mower or something, and changed his mind for some reason. I went, oh yeah, no worries. I says, how high is it? He says, oh, you can tell on the photo. I says, oh, not really. I only can see one part in the photo. So I said to him, this is what I normally say to people: ankle, knee or hip. He didn't hesitate. He says, oh, really about the knee, mate? I went, oh yeah. He says, oh, it's pretty long. I says, if it's at the knee, mate, no drama. I've done it up at the hip and even up at halfway up to the chest. He goes, you got to be joking. I went, no mate. I says, you going to be home tomorrow morning? He goes, oh, what time? I says, I'll be there around about 10. I've got a busy day tomorrow. I can come around and have a quick look and let you know when I can do it. He goes, yep. I said 10 o'clock, I'll be there. Had bowls on, that's why. Had a bowls comp. I play bowls, lawn bowls, love it. But anyway, next morning, got up, had brekkie, put on the work togs, you know, had to go around and make sure I had my shirt on. Carl was mowing, looked the part, walked around there, parked up, hopped out. It's fully fenced property, eh? About 6 foot. So what did I do? Done the old sticky beak, eh? Stuck the nose over the fence and just had a quick goosey gander at it. And I went, ooh, yeah, it's long, out of control, humongous, unbelievable. And I went, oh, okay. So I went down to the gate, side gate. The owner come out, introduced himself. I went, oh yeah, no worries, bro. I says, let's have a bit of a look at this, eh? I says, I've already stuck the nose over the fence up the top there. And he says, what do you reckon? I says, oh yeah, seen worse, you know. So he showed me the mower, as you could see in the photo. I took a photo of it and you could see it. She's Kaput. He's got to throw that in the old, take it down the old dump, get rid of that, because there's no lawnmower rebuild on that one, not what I could see anyway. She's fairly rusted out, and I'd say it'll be all seized up. Be a lot easier just going down to your local lawn guy and pulling out another one, you know, have a chat to the lawn guy. They normally will tell you what you need, you know, for domestic. You don't need an industrial one like me. But then again, if you let your lawn get like this, leave those domestic lawnmowers alone and get an industrial, you know, self-drive, you know, because they'll do the trick. They don't miss a beat, you know. They'll tick along for about, my ones, I change them over. They start to get a bit tired, about 3 years old. But if you change the oil on them every month, which I do, and put the old spark plug in, it's a self-drive, so you can see when the belt's going to snap. You know, you take that in and get it changed over, and maybe in its lifetime they'll go through a few wheel bearings, you know, because we're doing quite a few lawns a week. Well, I am. Well, I'm doing about 30 regulars. I do that in about 3 days, though. They're all different sizes, you know. I got a couple that are just berms, and I got one lawn that takes 3 hours. You know, well, one property that takes 3 hours, and but the average one, I'd say it'd take me, on average, 40 to 50 minutes. That's the run around. You know, on a regular service every 2 weeks in summer. Do the edges, do the lawn. I haven't got a catcher. You'll never see me with a catcher because I've got a mulcher, and if you maintain your lawns, you don't need one. You know, gets all mulched up, goes back into the ground. It's all good for the lawn. There's no emptying the catcher, loading the grass up in bags, and then you have to go down to green waste and dispose of it. Some people want it. You know, they say to me when you go around for a quote, oh, I want to catch, you know, you catch it, and I go, no, mate, you know, I don't even get into conversation with that. And they say, oh, well, you know, I want it done. I says, well, quite simple. bring someone else, you know. Some of them aren't too happy about it. You know, they're not too happy, they can't understand. I says, oh, well, if you want me to catch it, I'll double the price. And they go, well, what do you mean double the price? I says, well, you know, got to catch it, got to empty it, got to take it away, got to pay for it down in the dump. Well, I'm not the one who's going to be paying for it, you know, and that's the customer. And they go, oh, yep, no worries. So some of them still get it caught, and you'll see it on different videos from different lawn guys. Tim's mowing one, he catches it now and again. Yeah, it all depends on the customer, eh, and what state the lawn's in. This one here, he actually did say to me, you got a catcher? And I said, no bro, I don't catch. So here I am here, eh? It's even growing up the palm tree, eh? As you can see. So I'm just going to edge around this palm tree and carry on. So getting back to the story, he's telling me that on the phone that he planted kikuyu. And I went, alright, kikuyu, that's my favourite lawn. Tough as nails, tough as boots, you know, strangles anything. If you want a tough grass, it's a cooch, you get kikuyu in New Zealand or Australia. I used to live in Australia for a while, so I know they got kikuyu there. Santa Ana is another cooch grass. Cooch grass, the self-repairing. So a dog can go and have a leak on it, and it will stain the grass. It will virtually kill the grass, you know, for a while. But the old cooch comes back, and it's a self-repairer. So if people out there don't know anything about a cooch grass, it's a self-repairer. You can dig it up, and if you haven't got all the roots, they'll just pop back out again and start growing. Whereas a single grass or a single blade of grass is called a fescue grass. And when a dog does have a leak on that, it does the same thing as the cooch grass. It will kill it, but the fescue grass can't self-repair. So what you have to do then is you have to go and get some seed and put it back on that patch where the dog has done his where the dog's leak had a bit of a leak. You know, he's relieved himself on your lawn, and he's poisoned it. But that's minor detail. Just grab some seed and re-sow, or get a cooch grass. You know, fairly popular in Australia. I wouldn't. You see a bit of it. I see a bit of it here. You know, mainly the grasses I see over, you know, the yards I do. You know, cooch, fescue, weeds. You know, so it's all maintenance. A bit like this job, needs a bit of maintenance. It's going to take a while, so I'm just going to run over this whole property with the whacker, and then I'll get onto the mower later. But anyway, what are you saying about this kikuyu grass he's got? What he said to me was that he put the scarifier through it. He scarified his yard, and then he got some kikuyu seed. I don't know how much he got, but it's quite expensive, and I know that because I used to work in a garden centre years ago on Kangaroo Island, and I used to order it in. and it's not cheap. It's quite expensive for just 1 kilo, you know, but it does cover a kilo. If you do it properly, will cover a fair bit of area, but you've got to do it to the instructions. So what he said, he ran the scarifier through, and I thought that's a bit strange, because a scarifier, to me, you know, and I've scarified my lawn a few times, a scarifier is used to go through your lawn, and it trying to think of the word, it throws out the thatch that is underneath the bed of grass. So when you mow your lawn, all your clippings, if you don't use a catcher, and even the catcher doesn't catch all of it, all the blade, all the grass that is cut and goes back into the lawn is called thatch. So when you scarify your lawn, it's virtually like thinning out your lawn. And once you've done that, you normally go over it 2 or 3 times. And I had a lawn, my front lawn was about 4 meters by 8 meters. So what's that, 32 square meters. And it was Santarena, another cooch. And I would throw the scarifier through that at the beginning of summer, and I would fill up a 6x4 trailer of thatch. It was unbelievable. And people leave comments on some of the videos I've done when I've done cutting the kikuyu lawns that are overgrown and they've gone like a brownie colour. Well, when you use a scarifier, and I was using it in Australia, my grass was green as, but after about 3 hours of using the scarifier, then mowing it, and I mean mowing it down to virtually a number 1, like if you want to call it when you go to the barber, a crew cut, my lawn was white as. And people used to say to me, "What are you doing?" I said, "Just running the scarifier through it." So that's what this guy reckons he's done. So just here, we haven't edited this part because you never see what really happens. I'm using the whacker, but now I have to go and move the camera, you know, so I have to drop the gear, then I've got to check the camera that there's no grass on the lens, otherwise all this footage is no good. I've just wiped the lens, and I've actually got 2 cameras on that tripod, so I'll just head back and start up the old whacker again. So this guy reckons he put the scarifier through it, whacked the seed in, done the watering, and then he said he used to cut it regularly. And when I was there, I walked through it. I says, "Mate, I can't see much kikuyu here." I says, "There's a bit over there and there's a bit over there, but whatever this stuff is, mate, it's dominant, you know, it's covered it." And he goes, no, I done it." I went, "Yeah, okay, bro, no worries." So that's what he said. He said he was onto the lawn all the time, but you know, circumstances happens, and his mower was kaput. Things got out of control, as things do in life, you know. Didn't find time to carry on with the lawn, and you had a bit of rain in Auckland, bit of sun, and everything gets carried away. And that's what happens. You got to call in the lawn guy. So that's about the full story to it. So I'm just finishing off here with the blower. I've already mowed the lawn, but what I'm going to do, you always mow it at least 2 to 3 times. Here I go. I'll run up and down here a few times, then I'll shoot over the other side and do a bit of mowing there, and that's about it. That's what I do. I thought it was going to rain, because if you can have a look, you know, I thought it was actually going to belt down, and it wouldn't be able to do this, but got away with it. So hope everybody enjoyed it. I rambled on a bit, and make sure I got some good after shots. As I said at the beginning, I got some before shots and they're really good, but if you look at the before and afters, I think you'll be quite impressed. Leave a comment or two, would be great. Maybe share this video, would be much appreciated. And everybody out there, take care. I'll see you at the next one. Bye. Okay people, that's it. Job's done. I'll just show you a little bit about of it. It's come up all right. It's not perfect, and I must say, all these kind of jobs, when they're overgrown and overdue for some maintenance work, they're never going to be perfect after the first cut. I reckon after 3 cuts, Mickey Mouse, they're alright. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching. Whatever you do, take care. Bye. Don't forget the before and afters.
I know I've broken promises. I'm way too good at keeping you from getting in. I've seen exactly how this ends. I never get too close. again. 'Cause I'm thinking back to 17, when I was young and so naive, falling into love like such a fool.